Lu Xing, eyes closed and holding his stomach, sighed contentedly. I feel so full. It truly is a great supplement. But a sudden noise caught his attention. Lu Xing watched his opponent's body gradually dissipate into small fragments, dissolving into the air. He looked at them calmly, even with a hint of amusement. I should thank Arlen for the knowledge briefing before the match. Bang Mamula has a background, so it wasn't easy to kill him. This Tian Yushu has no background and a mysterious identity, so killing him carries no burden whatsoever. With that, Lu Xing leaped to another spot on the arena. Immediately after, he turned his head to look towards the stands. The atmosphere in the arena was completely silent. Not a sound could be heard. Suddenly, a sound of applause attracted the attention of everyone present. It turned out to be Pavlov Sebastian, who was commenting enthusiastically while clapping. This is the immortal! Let's congratulate the immortal! As soon as he finished speaking, the entire audience responded, continuously clapping and shouting. Lu Xing! Lu Xing! Lu Xing! The match host, standing behind, seized the opportunity and loudly declared, the final victor, Lu Xing! As he finished his words, he felt a secret terror, thinking, too exaggerated. Level 10 continuously defeated 2 level 12 opponents, one with near level 13 actual strength. One lost, one crippled, one died. Crossing 3 major realms in combat as easily as eating and drinking. He truly redefined the concept of the immortal level bloodline. Arlen, from above, could clearly see the entire scene in the stands. He was so emotional that tears welled up in his eyes, his gaze full of admiration. We have witnessed the birth of history, and the very beginning of a legend and a myth. Without a doubt, starting today, the fame of the immortal will spread throughout the 12-star sectors. Down below, Lu Xing's family approached. His younger sister, Lu Qinghe, led the way, calling loudly, Brother! Lu Xing looked at her with affectionate eyes. Lu Qinghe happily patted his chest and praised. You are just too strong. Xing Yufan was so moved she was on the verge of tears, mumbling. It's good that he's fine. It's good that he's fine. Lu Dahai laughed heartily, proudly complimenting. My son is also excellent out here in the universe, ha ha ha. Dong Qingxue stood quietly on the side, watching Lu Xing's 4-person family in their joyful reunion. She held her abdomen and softly said to the tiny life inside, My baby, your father is the universe champion now. Just like that, Lu Xing held up the massive golden trophy amidst the cheers of the audience. Following this good news, people everywhere were filled with joy. The Interstellar Martial Arts Genius Exchange Tournament, which shook 13-star sectors, finally came to an end. Countless spectators and contestants began to return home. Of course, some chose to stay and play for a while longer. Perhaps the economic benefits brought by the tournament to the AMU Star sector could continue to increase. Different ships sped quickly through space, rushing about. Regarding the process and result of this tournament, those who returned quickly spread the news to every corner of the universe. Consequently, even high-ranking officials received reports from their subordinates, and the name Lu Xing was covered in layers of legendary color. At a top medical facility located in the main star region of the AMU Star sector, doctors were busy with their daily work. Scene shifts. Lu Xing stood silently, listening to some fat man talking. But he couldn't listen anymore and raised his hand to stop him, refusing. Sorry, I have no interest in what you are saying. The fat man was anxious and scared, and he earnestly pleaded. Contestant Lu Xing, please, you must consider it. He bowed respectfully, and presented his business card with both hands to Lu Xing. Regarding the remuneration, our corporation will absolutely be generous. Regardless, please accept this business card. Suddenly, 2 guards approached from nowhere. Seeing the fat man, they immediately recognized him and shouted. It's him again! Why are you always sneaking into the VIP area? The fat man was startled when he realized he'd been spotted. Oh no! The 2 guards behind Lu Xing called out to each other and chased after him. Catch him! Don't let him run! The man ran quickly but did not forget to shout back. Lu Xing, sir, please, you must consider it. Lu Xing held the business card in his hand, looking at the information printed on it: film and television producer. He read it while looking at the man being chased in front of him, thinking, this fat guy is the top producer of a huge film corporation spanning multiple star sectors. He snuck in here just to persuade me to take a role in their new movie, The Immortal Legend. Lu Xing recalled a few pieces of news surrounding them and speculated about his own benefits. It said the estimated investment is over 10 million Black Star credits. If I agree, I can easily earn royalties and fees in the trillions. He gave a wry, helpless smile, speaking softly enough only for himself to hear. Honestly, if it weren't for the terrifying crisis 6 years from now that threatens to destroy the entire star system, which I need to resolve, and my normal cultivation time is still insufficient, then perhaps. Lu Xing was delighted, imagining gold coins piled up high this price. I'm actually a bit tempted. Scene transition. Lu Xing walked into a patient room. He entered the spacious and well-equipped room where his wife, Dong Qingxue, was being attended to by a nurse. Seeing her husband enter, Dong Qingxue immediately said happily, "What a coincidence! I just finished the checkup." "And you arrived?" Lu Xing walked closer to her bed and said, "Someone offered me 1,000,000 Black Star credits. I'm actually a bit tempted. Although I don't lack money, I can ask the AMU Star sector for whatever I need." He lovingly took Dong Qingxue's hand and continued, "But it feels a bit awkward to keep asking for money. After all." Lu Xing sat down and held her close, his voice full of love. "I have a child now, and I have to support my family." The nurse, standing aside, reported the examination results. "Count Lu Xing, sir, your wife's body is extremely healthy, and the baby in her womb is very stable. It's just..." He felt uneasy and immediately became extremely vigilant. "Just what?" The frightened nurse awkwardly bowed 90 degrees and explained, "It's just that the bloodline of the Count, sir, is too powerful. The gestation period of the baby may far exceed that of a normal human." Lu Xing looked at the nurse calmly and asked, "How long will it take?" Referring to the baby in Dong Qingxue's womb, she estimated the time. "Perhaps over 3 cosmic years. If calculated in blue star time, it's about 9 years." Both Lu Xing and Dong Qingxue were utterly stunned. She exclaimed in shock, "That long?" His heart also fell into contemplation at this moment. Lu Xing secretly appraised in his mind, "Well done. Neza wasn't born that long ago. Maybe as soon as he's born, he'll be able to point one hand to the sky and one to the earth, saying, 'Above the heavens and below the earth, I alone am the honored one. My fate is determined by me, not by the heavens.'" Suddenly, the phone in Lu Xing's pocket beeped rapidly. It turned out to be a video call from his parents and sister, calling to check on Dong Qingxue's condition. "Brother, how is Sister Dong Qingxue doing?" After Lu Xing explained, their faces all showed worry and fear. Lu Xing held the phone, his face remaining calm, and said, "How about this? The tournament reward was just given out. As a count, I also have to go and take over my fiefdom. Why don't we choose a planet and move there together? Dong Qingxue can also recuperate there." Lu Qing he heard this and asked curiously, "Brother, how many planets do you have in total?" Lu Xing rubbed his chin, his eyes wandering as he thought and calculated in his head. "Let me see." He casually spoke a number that made all the family members gasp in astonishment. "Just habitable planets alone, there are around several 100,000. His sister gasped in amazement. "Huh!" Time flew by quickly. Lu Xing, as planned with his family, arrived at Fief Planet number 263 a few days later. Scene transition to Fief Planet 263. Lu Xing's whole family was filled with happiness, looking at the peaceful scenery here. Lu Xing lifted his sunglasses to observe the majestic mountain scenery and said, "The total area is 2 times that of Blue Star. 60% of the planet's surface is land. The vegetation coverage rate is as high as 93%. Gravity is 1.5 times, and there are no signs of alien beast intrusions. As for the existence of indigenous people, The strongest strength is only around level 6. Overall, it is extremely suitable for living. This is the place. He affectionately stood behind his wife, hugging her and asking, "How is it? Are you satisfied?" Dong Qin Shui, full of happiness, confirmed, the planet is beautiful." This was her first time setting foot here, so she asked curiously, "Oh right, what is the name of this planet?" Lu Xing rested his chin on his hand with a smug expression. "The original name was Fandastar, but I don't think it sounds very good. So, I will give it a new name." He clenched his hand as if making a resolution. Making a shocking declaration. "It is officially renamed as Fetal Nurturing Planet." Dong Qin Shui looked helplessly at Lu Xing, who was looking at his own hand and laughing to himself. She mumbled a complaint about the name he gave. "It seems my husband has no talent for naming things. That name sounds terrible." This is the end of the video. Catch the next chapters on the Kappa-sama YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe to support me. Thank you all very much.